So let's jump in and memorize the 7 meta strategies. Now to do this, we're going to use a memory palace. I will be covering memory strategies as a meta strategy within itself later on. All you have to do for now, especially if you are new to this stuff, is just play along. Do not try to remember anything. Just imagine what I say to you in your mind and let's see what happens. I'm going to give you seven images. I'm going to put each one of these images on an item in the picture you can see in front of you right now. This is what I call the Stranger Things memory palettes. I generated this with AI. More on that later on. All you have to do though is just bring these pictures to life in your mind. At the end of this, I will reveal what each one of these pictures represents. Are you ready? Here we go. Imagine there is a radar dish or like a satellite dish stuck inside the waffle and it's kind of directed up into space, searching. Next, imagine on the guitar there is a river flowing out of the guitar. On the fridge, you're going to see a magnet. Makes sense, doesn't it? This is a gigantic magnet stuck onto the fridge. Next, we're going to go over to the chair in the corner where the light is, and on that chair, underneath that light, you can see a pink palace. A pink palace. Now we're going to move to where the words are, and all those words, you're going to see them being sucked into the TV, retrieved into the TV, and now they're all on the TV screen. We'll then move over to where the t-shirts are, and you can imagine that there are actors or actresses wearing the t-shirts, and then finally you're going to go over to the window and you're going to see a nun smashing through the window wearing their habit. So each one of these images represents one of the 7 meta strategies. Let's run through them. On the waffle, what do you see? It's a radar dish. This represents the idea of priming. What about over on the guitar? You should see the river. This represents the idea of getting into the flow state. Absolutely crucial when it comes to memory. Next, what do you see in the fridge? So over on the fridge, you've got a magnet. This is all about connecting. How do you observe? How do you connect? How do you really build comprehension? Over on the chair, under the light, you can see what? That's right, it's a palace, it's a pink palace. This just represents the idea of memory palaces and memory strategies. The letters, what's happening to them? They're being sucked into the TV, retrieved. This represents the idea of spaced retrieval practice. Who is wearing the t-shirts? That's right, some actors or actresses. This really represents the idea of putting stuff into practice, because that's what's really going to move it from your head into your body. And then finally, who's jumping through the window? Yes, it's a nun jumping through the window, wearing a habit. This is about habit design and 7 habits, which I'll share with you later, which if you can build into your life, they're going to keep your memory sharp. In the next set of lessons, we'll dive into each one of these strategies so that you don't just understand them, but you can build confidence in putting them into practice.